the laptop now. So here we see, this is just the bare bones device that you get. So it does not have a bezel. It is a screen and a place where I can put the rest of the components. And of course, it contains the main board with the CPU, the fan, and everything. Up next, we're going to install the memory. So removing this cover now. So here's the storage. I love that this whole thing has QR codes available everywhere on the actual device. So if I would ever run into problems, I could actually scan those. So I suppose that this is then the thing covering the memory. Yeah, okay. So there are black Modular sheets covering the memory slots. These can be gently bent up to insert your modules. Okay, so I should not be removing those, I just insert them. Okay, so I'm not sure if I should leave this sticker on actually. Let's see, does it show in the video? Oh yeah, in the video they leave the sticker on. So I will just do that too. Looks like they just simply insert it like this. Hold on here. All right. So you insert it and then you push down, it seems. There we go. That's the first memory slot inserted. Let's open the next one. Right, here's the second memory brick. There we go. The next step in the guide is to install the SSD. So I treated myself to 4 terabytes, and I believe this contains 2 slots to install SSDs. I only ordered 1 for now, and I will expand later. Oh wait, no, that was actually the desktop. I actually ordered a framework desktop as well. That one had 2 slots. I think this one only has 1 slot. So don't quote me on that. So to install the disk, I will just watch the video that they give us. So they tell you to unscrew, remove the screw, insert it, push it down, and then screw in the screw again. So that's what we'll do. Here's my 4 terabytes of storage. Let's insert it like this. Okay, so it's supposed to stand up a little bit like that. And then I push it down and screw in the screw. That is the storage installed. What is the next step in the guide? Install the new input cover. So the input cover is then, in other words, the keyboard. Let's open that up. And I'm pretty specific about keyboards, so I'm very, very curious how this one is gonna feel and perform. Ooh, that looks nice though. Right, here it is. Looks nice. I like the little framework logo super key there. So let's check out what the guide says about installing this. Okay, so I'm instructed to place it down like this. Then we connect the touchpad cable. So that is this cable that needs to go in here. And again, note how everything has QR codes. So you can tell that this product is designed to be opened, to be replaced, to know exactly what each part is, even if you're not very well versed in computers. And like, give me a workstation, a normal desktop, and I will find my way. But laptop technology is new to me. So I would never be able to like open up a ThinkPad and just know exactly what everything does. And here it even has all of the QR codes to all of the documentation. Like so far, this is just super smooth and I love what I'm seeing here. Okay, so this cable is inserted. Now it's instructing me to make sure that this side is properly inserted. It looks pretty good to me, so I'm not gonna mess around with that too much. But again, it repeats before closing up the laptop, make sure that the touchpad end of the touchpad cable is fully inserted in the receptacle. But it looks like it, so then I simply have to put the keyboard on top, and it says that it has magnetic covers. Oh yeah, you can actually, it sort of sucks itself into place. That is really nice. Okay, so it says, note that the input cover will not sit entirely flat. Yeah, so I'm noticing a little bit of a gap on the side, but now it's just using the magnetic covers. But it's saying, note that it will not sit entirely flat until the bottom fasteners are tightened. So apparently I will have to tighten them from the bottom as well. Next, we will install the bezel. So my whole branding is around orange, and I was considering to buy an orange bezel, but I decided against it because I just wanted to have the nice black workspace where I can focus properly and not have any distracting colors. But you can personalize it with your own colors if you want, or get a transparent one. And that's the cool thing. I ordered this bezel, but if I change my mind or I literally want to change it up a bit, I can order a new one and just put that into place. Okay, so here's the bezel. Well, that seems easy. Okay. So literally just, this also seems to have magnetic. All right, there it is. That was really easy, and also will be very easy to swap out. But as I'm seeing it now, I'm actually happy that I went for the black one. Looks like it has closed off properly. Like, I don't want any gaps here because dust can come in. Close the laptop and place it upside down. So here are those fasteners we were talking about earlier. If I fasten these, then it should close down all nicely. So it says make sure not to over tighten them, and I was actually going to over tighten them, so glad I'm reading that manual. Now I'm just doing an inspection. Yeah, so now it has closed up nicely and there are no gaps around the side here, because I was seeing a lot of gaps while I just had the magnetic covers on. Cool. Now it says get ready to turn it on. So now it's actually asking me to insert the expansion cards. So this is one of the most exciting things about the framework, I think, is that it has these expansion cards. You can literally just decide what you want to have and also change your mind later. Like, how cool is that? So I went for 2 USB-Cs, an HDMI, a USB-A, and an Ethernet expansion card. Right now I'm gonna go for the HDMI and the USBs, but I could just as easily go for 4 USB-Cs if I don't need the A and I don't need an HDMI, right? So let's install those. Super easy. Cool, so those are now installed, and I'm assuming if I want to remove them, I just press this. Yeah, that's how easy it is. Nice. Truly modular laptop. All right, and that's it. So this is the completed build. It